Hey everyone, Krozjin here, and welcome to a brand new series, Darkest Dungeon. Now, a few quick notes before we begin. I'm going to be running the series parallel to City Skylines, so don't worry, that's not going anywhere. I still love the game, continue to play it. And I got a brand new mic, so hopefully the quality is much better. Now, Darkest Dungeon. This is an early access game currently, but I've been having a lot of fun playing it. As you can see, I've had a run, it's in week 40. Basically, every time you send your people out, you move forward in a week. And I'll explain how it goes as we move forward. So let's call our little group. Let's do darkest. Actually, let's go opposite. Let's go brightest. Brightest light, which would be ironic because I'm actually planning to do a dark run. Now, let's watch this real quick.
You will arrive along the old road. It winds with a troubling serpent-like suggestion through the corrupted countryside, leading only, I fear, to ever more tenebrous places. There is a sickness in the ancient pitted cobbles of the old road, and on its writhing path you will face viciousness, violence, and perhaps other damnably transcendent terrors. So steel yourself, and remember there can be no bravery without madness. The old road will take you to hell, but in that gaping abyss, we will find our redemption.
Okay, and that was the intro. So this game has a pretty cool art style, actually. I kind of like it. I know it's not going to be for everybody, but nothing ever is. And so this is the game. So you start out with 2 people. You'll be able to recruit up to 4. And they have different abilities you can use. This is just the tutorial area, so there's only going to be 2 rooms. So the idea is, whenever you send your party out to investigate an area, the first one being the tutorial is set for you, you can go between rooms. So if I want to go from here to the next room, I just click and it moves me onto the path. Now you can move with the mouse, and you can navigate completely with the mouse. I like to use keyboard, so I use D and A, and then we can just move forward and we get into a fight. Now we were surprised, so we actually changed position. Positioning is actually huge in this game. So, but for now, I'm going to go ahead and just attack him. This is a very simple fight. But one thing to note, actually, the beginning can be actually difficult. The reason is this game is very RNG heavy. So, depending on how your dice rolls will depend on how things turn out. Now, you will find these interactive objects as you progress between rooms and between or in the rooms themselves, but not everything is a good idea to check. Sometimes you just want to ignore it or use an item. This is a tutorial area, so I know for a fact that there's always valuables.
Leave nothing unchecked. There is much to be found in forgotten places.
Yeah, he says leave nothing unchecked, but there's a lot of things I will be skipping. Also, at any point I can swap these guys to a different order. For example, if I look at my Crusader, right here you'll see the 2 white circles and the 2 red circles. Those are the positions where they can be. So if he's in the first 2 spots, he can use the ability to hit the first 2 enemies. Same thing here. This one attacks both the first 2 enemies. Same thing here and here. And this guy has an ability for the 3rd spot, last spot, middle areas, and the front. So it's really cool. So let's go into the next area and fight our tutorial mini-boss. So the idea is you want to make sure to clear as much as you can, get as much loot as you can so you can progress through the game. Now, every unit takes up one spot. So this is one spot, one spot. Now he is a bigger guy, so he takes up 2 spots. Because of this, Zealous Accusation, which normally hits the first 2 targets, will only hit the first one, because he is the first 2 spots. So I'm just going to go ahead and smite him, and hit him like that. Now, you go in turns, so everyone has stats, accuracy, crit, damage, dodge, protection points, and speed, which dictate who goes in what order. I got crit, and you saw that little icon? That is my sanity going down. You'll see right here, it says, for this guy, my sanity is at 12 out of 100, or rather my insanity as a 12 out of 100. So the higher this is, the worse off I am. When it hits 100, things can go really badly. I'm sure later on this will be demonstrated, but managing your sanity is a huge part of this game. Now right now they're out of place, and as you can see this is the tutorial, and I am taking a massive beating. I could take the turn to move, but I really don't want to. I'd rather just kill him. And that regained some of my sanity. 4 sanity was regained there. So I'm going to try to kill him, and there we go. Now, at the end of every battle, usually, not always, you get items. So I'm going to take all of these. But first, bandage basically stops bleeding. So at any point I can stop his bleeding if I use a bandage. A portrait is something I can use to upgrade my stuff. Holy water is something I can use in items. And crest something to upgrade my stuff. So if I wanted to, I could take just the stuff I want. Or I could go ahead and take all. And quest complete. Now I know this is a trap. So far I think every single time this is, yeah, trapped chest. I'm going to actually try using holy water here. Yeah, no effect. I didn't think it would, but I figured why not. If you have a trapped chest, there's a chance to not have it trapped, but chances are it's trapped. So let's click out and go to town. So this is everything I've collected from this area. 250 gold, the 5,000, and some heirlooms. And my guys have reached level 1. Now, at every level, I think past 1, they get a trait. These can be good or bad. So, Backtracker, no stress penalty while walking backwards, which is pretty nice. But this guy has Hemophilia, which is 20% bleed resist, which is actually not that great. Now, you can...
Welcome home.
Yeah.
Such as it is.
You can later on...
This squalid hamlet, these corrupted lands, they are yours now, and you are bound to them.
Thank you. Thank you for the lands. Later on, you will be able to unlock the Sanitarium, where you can get rid of those traits. But for now, we are not going to do that, because we can't unlock it. So the stage code is unlocked at the very beginning, and you always get the Plague Doctor and the Seeker. Seeker is the healer of the group. This is basically sort of like a tanky character, ranged. Well, Plague Doctor is like Plague Doctor in any game, I think. And at any time, you could upgrade your stuff. Graveyards where you can see all your dead heroes, which I'm sure I'll have a few as the series progresses. But right now, I want to immediately go to the stagecoach and upgrade how many heroes appear here. So I'm going to go ahead and upgrade this twice. So now, next time I finish an area, I will be at 10... Should have logged off Steam, forgot to do that. Oh well. next time I come in, there'll be 4 characters to choose from, so I can either dismiss him or just add more. I have 4 out of 9 currently available in my roster. The idea is that when you go out, so when you embark, let's embark, you have these different areas. I believe these 2 are currently closed off, since it is still in early access, but we do have access to these 3. So let's start with this one, and I'm going to go ahead and organize my team. Now, you will see if you right-click on any of these, the character sheet, what abilities they have, where they like to be, and where they prefer to attack. Now, where they like to be is completely determined on your abilities. It basically takes what your positioning is and judges that to the preferred position. This does not mean it will never change. If I change my, if I swap, for example, this ability here for this one, then she will no longer prefer to be in front. She will prefer more in the back. So that's how that works. This one actually comes with 10%. Oh, that's actually a really bad one. Well, we'll deal because we're given that for free. So rewards, 3,000 gold, a bust, crest. But let's go on our first embark. Now, every time you embark, you can take items with you. So things you always want to grab is food. Personally, on a small size map, I like to grab 8 food, a shovel, because if you find something that requires a shovel to get past, you can either go around, if it's possible, dig it up and cause your guys to become a little more insane and take a little bit of damage, or you can use the shovel and just walk past it, no problem. And I am not taking torches because I'm going to do a dark run. Now if I embark, I'll show you guys what I mean. There we go. So let's see the map. The map is actually really nice. It's straight, so... And I have to complete 100% of room battles, so this will be very convenient. Crates either have something or don't have anything at all, but they're never booby trapped, so you want to take them always. Bookshelves can be bad. I've had a lot of mixed results with bookshelves. I try to just avoid them. Oh, and we hit a trap. You can detect these. It is random, though. Now, light. This is the light bar. It goes all the way max. Right now I have Radiant Light 76, so I have +2 scouting, +2 monster surprised. Now, as this goes down, those will start to change. It'll start to get a little bit harder, and I'll come back to it in just a moment. Oh, this room is empty, so we'll just keep walking forward. Oh, it dropped, so now I have plus stress, +1 scouting, and +1 monster surprised. Now, these guys are kind of assholes, not gonna lie. They don't do much damage, but they can stress out your party, and they can stun. The Highwayman has an awesome ability I love, which is Grape Shot Blast. Attacks 3 at once. It doesn't do much damage at the beginning, but the ability to hit multiple at once, presuming you have the right team for it, is pretty nice. Go ahead, Noxious Blast. Hopefully... Oh, he resisted the effect. But this should kill him. There we go.
Give them no quarter. As the fiend falls.
And look at that. We came across an area that requires a shovel. So I'll go ahead and use it. And this is why I always bring 1 shovel in small areas. Again, I'm going to skip that book. It could be good, but it could be bad. So now we have +2 stress, +2 monster accuracy and damage, but I get more loot and I get more critical strikes. Now every time my party crits the enemy, then they get reduced stress. But if the enemy crits my party, then I get increased stress across the entire party. So it's like, you want to try to crit more than the opponent. Now, I've gotten pretty lucky actually not getting any fights, or unlucky, depends how you look at it. Ah, trap again. Because you want to get basically as much loot as you can in a run. Because it doesn't matter how much damage they take, the only thing that matters is how much sanity they gain, and whether or not they die. Because once you're done with the area, they're all back to full life, but the sanity stays. Now, this is why you bring food. Occasionally your party would get hungry, you could starve, eat nothing, take 20% damage plus stress damage, or just eat 4 food and gain 5% health. I will of course eat. And now that we're getting really dark, we got plus 3 stress, plus 2 monster accuracy damage, hero surprise increased, 2 loot, and 2 to player crits. Wow, still no battles. That's actually really surprising. Do I have... If I had some holy water, I might consider opening this. Otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and ignore it. You might get actually... Oh. There we go. This is where... Black as pitch. Plus 4 stress, plus 3 monster accuracy damage, plus 2 hero surprise, but plus 3 loot and plus 3 player crits, which is where I want to be for this run. Here we go. Oh, good dodge. Now, I'm going to go ahead and just... I could heal for 1 to 2, but I'm going to go ahead and try to damage these guys. I'm going to try to kill this one as quickly as I can, because of that ability. That is one of the abilities that I really hate. It moves the position of your party, and it could be really, really bad. So, another thing to note is down below, you might see in yellow, it says hero to hit, hero to crit, hero damage. That's the stats for you. So I have a higher chance to hit this guy, but the damage will be the same. And since this one has less life, I'll go ahead with him. Hopefully he won't resist. Yep, he got blighted, so now he will take damage every turn. I could move him in position, but I don't want him in front, so I'm just going ahead and attack normally. Oh, now he's bled. He's probably dead as soon as it's his turn. Ah, crit. Very bad. At least I resisted. Oh, there we go. He's dead. These guys move up. And I will swap these 2 positions. So basically I just wasted a turn because he moved me. So this is not looking very good at all. But hopefully we will be fine. I need to get rid of the cultist acolyte as soon as I can. Party heal. And because the acolyte should die when it's its turn, I'm not going to focus on it. So the Dark Run is basically the hard mode of the game. Some people consider it a little bit easier because you get increased crits. I'm not really sure. I have not tried a Dark Run before. So you can see this is very much a roll of the dice, whether or not they resist. They of course have stats, 38% stun resist, 25% blight resist, 100% bleed, 20% debuff. But if things are looking really bad, you might just get screwed by the dice. In the run where I have the 40 week go through, I had 2 of my main guys die purely because the entire party managed to basically miss 3 rounds in a row. So it could be really brutal. And there we go. They're dead. Oh, holy water, food. Cool. I'll take everything. Oh, apparently this was the only room. Oh, there we go. So that's what happens when you scout an area. So now I know if I go out, I will have a battle, and then I have 2 chests, and then nothing in this room. So I will actually go ahead and eat some food with him, just 2, so that way if they get hungry, I can reduce it. And the Holy Fountain I know is good, so I'm just go ahead and touch it with the guy that needs the most sanity regen. So he gains a bit of life and some sanity. And I'm actually going to go and fight this next area just so I can check out these 2. Okay. And they're surprised, which is fantastic. When they get surprised, your entire team gets a full free turn. When you're surprised, you get reorganized, but you still have your order. So you're not complete. They don't get a full turn, otherwise that would be insane, and you will probably cry. So I'm going to try to do basically as much damage. Oh my god, I forgot to swap these 2 around. I'm going to try to do as much damage as I can before it's their turn. Blight. Perfect. So now it's their turn. He's in front, so he's not going to do his ranged attack, which is fantastic, because this one I believe has less chance to hit and does less damage. And I want him dead. Oh, very nice. 1 guy left. And we should be able to take him out, no problem, with the next attack, presuming it doesn't miss. Now you saw he just went twice. What actually happens, as I understand, is his speed was slowest compared to everyone, and then was the fastest. Now I don't understand how that actually works, whether it gets recalculated or what per turn. If you guys know, please let me know. I would love to understand a little better. But just because like these guys go in order the first turn doesn't mean they'll go in order the second turn. The Confession Booth is an interesting one. It can give you a good trait. It can also remove one, but it can also give you a bad one. So I try to avoid it. And the Alchemy Table. If I had a torch, I could actually put it in this middle spot and get my brightness to max. Otherwise, if you perform some experiment, you'll usually get some kind of debuff unless you resist it. So you just try to avoid it otherwise. So I'm not going to go ahead and explore further because we pretty much covered here. I'll go ahead and finish this.
More bones return to rest. Devils remanded to their abyss.
So we got a few deeds, busts, portrait. It's pretty nice. Oh, we get some more resolve, which is basically like the leveling experience. Ooh, he got Slayer of Eldritch. Eldritch plus 10 accuracy plus 3% crit, which is awesome. But this guy got, ooh, -4 speed, -5 dodge. Not great. Plus 5 resist affliction. That's pretty nice, I guess. But as you can see, this Krozjin leveled up to 1 but didn't get a trait, because at level 1 you're not guaranteed one.
Once our estate was the
Okay.
of this land.
So now we unlocked the Abbey, where we can go for stress relief. Now a thing to note is some players will have quirks that are, which I call traits, I forgot they're actually technically quirks, that prevent them from resting in certain spots. Like one can not like going to the bar, another one will only want to go to the bar. This guy will only pray for stress relief. That means if I try to put him anywhere besides pray to a higher power, he won't go. Now he's not clearly not stressed, so I'm just not gonna worry about him. Now at the beginning, oh, and then you got the tavern as well for stress relief. This is the caretaker. He will always occupy one random square between these two, so anytime one is not going to be available. So that's why unlocking the second slots is sometimes a good idea, in case you have somebody that, like this guy, will only pray. If the caretaker was here, then he would not be able to get stress relief for that week. So let's go to recruit new heroes. So fantastic, we got a new second Highwayman. I love this guy. We got a Jester,
Assistant.
a Seeker.
Traits for a rogue.
Now, these guys, these lepers, I'm not really sure, do quite a bit of damage, but maybe it's just me, but they have really low hit chance. I don't know. I haven't had great luck with them. I'll go ahead and take
A mighty
this guy as well.
arm anchored
Now,
by holy purpose.
when starting out, this something I learned after a few tries. Don't get attached to your characters. The reason is, at the very beginning, until they hit at least level 2, they're basically replaceable. If someone gets too much stress or caps out and goes insane, gets a bad quirk or anything, feel free to at any point just dismiss them and get a new hero. The reason is, the stress relief costs money. So if I put him here, it's 1250. That's quite a bit of gold. It starts to really add up. Especially if you have like 3-4 people that need stress relief, that's 4,000 gold. That's half my money. That's quite insane. So, because later on you will unlock the blacksmith, you want to upgrade your weapons, your armor. And again, just make sure that the very basic guys, the ones below level 2, or at least below level 1.5, you know, as long as they have 3 or less, 4 or less sometimes, depending on their quirks, I will keep them. Otherwise, they are going bye-bye. Now, I think we have time for one more area. So, right now we still only have the ruins, but we have 4 different types. So we have a medium mission we can do. Medium, short, short. So let's do another short one. 90% of rooms explored. And we'll take the same group again. Now, actually, this time I will take a second highwayman. I'm going to make sure that he has... Oh, this one has Duelist Advanced and Point Blank. So I'm actually going to do that. Yep. So the idea is he can... where is it? Yeah. Was that the one I was thinking of? Oh no, I can't do it. I don't think he has the target knockback, but I don't think he has the ability where he moves backwards. No. It won't work. So I'll still take him. I'll just put him in the second slot, and I will take my healer. Alright, that'll work. You know, never mind. I'm going to go ahead and try it out. Maybe he will have good luck hitting. So let's go. Again, I'll take 8 because it's a short mission. That should be plenty. I'll take a shovel. You could take bandages or anti-venom if you so choose. A key will unlock a strong box and doors if they are locked or trapped. And holy water, I usually don't use it. You can purify things, but honestly, I've never really felt like I need to bring it with me. If I find it, it's like an extra bonus. So let's go ahead and embark. So let's see. Oh, so I have to explore 90% of rooms, so I'm just going to go right in pretty much a straight line, not to overlap. Oh. This always contains loot. Oh, we get a shovel. Sweet. This is never trapped, so feel free to open it at all times. Jade, value 250 gold each. Fantastic, I will take that. And we get our first battle. Start with Grape Shot. 545, which is pretty good. I will try to hit the first 2. Missed. I'm telling you, this guy, maybe it's just my luck with him, but he seems to miss quite a lot. And try to hit... Yep, there we go. Killed the first 2. Fantastic. Now, I don't have the single target heal, and I don't have a way of changing my abilities yet, but I will definitely want to very soon. Let's try to kill this guy. Oh, missed. Party heal again, this time for 2. If I could, I would heal him solo, because another ones take damage. Well, till now. And let's... Ah, there we go. And I'll do a single target attack. Misses, of course. At the very beginning, they're not very good at hitting. Their stats are pretty low. As they level up, it does get a little bit better, but again, RNG can really fuck you.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
And the light is starting to go dark. Now, one thing to note is once... got a trap. Once they reach level 3, they will no longer be able to do level 1 missions. Ooh, scouting. What do we have? So this is a 2-range scout. So right here, this is a wall icon. And basically what that means is there's rubble in the way. So I'm going to use my shovel and keep going. Now I know that basically until here I'm not going to have any fights. I am avoiding that. I do not want to get any diseases or negative quirks. And going on to the next room. Same thing here. Now you might get a quirk that causes somebody to open that when you don't want to. Now here you can have one of your guys try to disarm it. He failed, he takes damage, and some insanity, which isn't very good. But what can you do? It's all random. So we should have a fight. There we go. Ooh. The bone courtier. I hate this guy. Very little damage, but he attacks with insanity. So he will make your party insane very quickly. So we want to try to get rid of him as fast as we can. We don't have any good abilities to hit him back there. But, there we go. He's a little closer now, so that's a little better. Ah, dodge, very bad. This guy is starting to get pretty low, and he's bleeding, and I don't think we have any bandages. No, we do not. And this is healed for 1. It's a 1 to 2. I'm just not rolling those 2s. Oh. His sanity is going down. Insanity is going up, which is very bad. And they're just focusing the front guy. Hit him. Nah. See what I mean by this game can really mess you up? Not because of skill or anything, but purely because the dice just weren't in your favor. Thankfully, he hit. Ah, but I got crit. That's very bad. It's very, very bad. I think I'm gonna have to dismiss this guy after this run, because I do not want to pay for everything it will cost to get rid of it. Plus, he doesn't have many good quirks. Nothing about him says I really need to keep him. So he is probably one of the ones I will dismiss. And there's another wall there, actually, so it's a good thing we got that extra shovel. Now, the Altar of Light, I believe, is always good. Yep. So I get a 20% damage buff, which is fantastic. And let's use our second shovel. They haven't gone hungry yet, which is good or bad. At this point, it doesn't really matter because, well, I have the extra food. And it seems we won't have any fights until the very last room. Let's open that up. Stash heirlooms, fantastic. Now, heirlooms are the items that are used to upgrade your buildings. And I completed everything. I will actually go ahead and continue forward just to see what this is. Decorative urn. I've had some bad luck with this guy. I think if you had the proper item, which I don't recall what it is, you could go ahead and use it. I avoided personally. Cool. I didn't want to go to the last room purely because the guy in front was on low life. so I didn't want to have him die, because his insanity isn't that high. Awesome. Well, Wheel Adventure, plus 20% stress resist, fantastic. Plus 10% damage is great. Ooh, Syphilis. Yeah, so now I'm definitely going to get rid of him. So yes, Insanity is above 50%. He's almost level 2, but Syphilis is awful. Minus 5 accuracy, minus 10% damage, 10% max HP. So basically, I would have to have him de-stress and then get rid of Syphilis. And that's a lot of money on a guy that's not even level 2. So, I will go ahead and dismiss him right now. Goodbye, Dismiss. You will not be missed. And let's see who we can grab here. I'll grab the Cultist and a replacement Highwayman. Awesome. So, I think I'm going to call it here for now. We did unlock the Blacksmith, which we can use to, once we level up, to upgrade weaponsmithing and armors. And we unlocked the guild where we can take any of our characters and change their abilities. I think I will do that right now for... I want to do this for Krozjin to get Divine Grease, which is single target heal. I think I will. I will do that right now for Krozjin. Just because I don't have another healer to replace her with. So I'm going to go ahead and drop Hand of Light, because she'll never be in the first 2 spots, and replace it with Divine Grace. Fantastic. So I'm going to call it here for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you would like, you can have me change one of these characters to your name. Just let me know who you would like to be... which one of these characters you would like to be renamed, and would you like me to use your YouTube name or maybe your different alias? And we'll go from there. Cool. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.